All right, we're back. We're back in action. The place is still a mess. What can I say? It's just been a morning of issues. Let's get this all hooked up, eh? So we know what's going on up here, and let's start with a good cleanup. Is that still stuff? It is. Okay, so we're just having issue after issue. But we're kind of nearly at the top of all of those issues, I think. We found our hot chocolate sachets from last night. Here's a quick look at the outer. Hello! Yeah, so it goes all the way around. This is where we got to last night. Yeah, there's two donkeys just straight up over there under those trees. I thought it was the roots sticking out. I at first thought it was donkeys, and then I thought, nah, it's roots sticking out, but it is donkeys. So we got that, and we've got that. So I'm going to be streaming 24/7 live for 15 days. We're not going to stay in the one spot. We're going to stay in the one spot today. And most probably tonight we'll come back here depending on the wind. Well, actually, let's get that straight. We don't have to stay here today. So what's actually happened is I've made a mistake here on a couple of things. Obviously I haven't cleaned up anything because I've just been battling this morning. Let's get this up on this, eh? So I know what you're looking at. It's just been battle central. I don't know, I can't tend to focus for very long on the one thing, eh? I struggle to here we go. Let's see what's happening there. Turn that down. So please let me know if the streams, it looks a little bit patchy there. We're on the, using Starlink. Is it look alright? Or, might put that full screen. Hey, Mr. Big Chief Baldy Head. The place is a mess, my bro. Look at it. How are you, bro? Daddy boat. So we've just had problem after problem all morning. So I'm just gonna, looks like the stream's okay. It looks pretty clean, eh? Let me know if it's not. I'm gonna put, so this is my Starlink cord here. I've had problems with Starlink all morning. This is the front. Yeah! Oh, ain't that pretty, man? We got a big harvester out there. So we will go out and have a look at it. I don't think we'll go out there today. At this point, this is Starlink here. So I've just, I don't know if moving it's going to really affect it. So this is my cool little design here. I've just nailed, because it needs to be able to turn, you know, like sort of thing. So I've just nailed a nail there. It can't really come out of that nail unless it gets really, it's just bigger than this tip, so I can put it on straight. But I've just got a couple of cable ties here. I've got some bigger cable ties in. I might put another one at the top just in case, but then that we can just pivot it at any moment. And then when it's time to leave, like as in get back the boat back on the trailer, I will just take the Starlink off. It does work at up to 160 kilometers per hour, apparently. We will find out in another video. We're going to go in and we're going to hire out a, well, not hire, we're going to test drive a Corvette or something. Might look to buy a Corvette, brand new Corvette or a Porsche. And see if at 160 k's this works. But anyway, dreams are free. But you know, we could do that. We could do it in a whole bunch of different cars. Maybe we will. Yeah. But on the speedo, we'll say 100. Well, 99. Well, we can go 100. So this is the front. So I can actually get up on here, and I'm going to do some jumping and flips, and I'll just set the camera over here, just an attachment. So I'll just attach you guys and girls up there, and then I'll, you know, we'll go in closer, do some diving. I might stick the camera up, back up there again, or put it down here somewhere, I don't know, so you can see. I don't know, I can't take you in the water because we'll lose the stream. The point of this is all 24/7 live stream. As exciting as that sounds, it does not sound exciting as well. It's going to be a mission. Some of the things about it are like, oh, it's gonna be, there's already, like, all morning I've been stressing out about things. We might just leave that open. We don't want it to fly back and slam against the thing. Stressing out about everything, because I might even stick on my earphones, so I can hear if it's getting glitchy and stuff like that. It just helps to tell me if it's glitchy. So there's a couple of little issues. This is one of the issues here. For some reason, I don't get it why, but I don't know. On the 5 days, I thought we had some bad weather, so, which we did, well, I did, but the water's just dripping straight down here when it's raining, and it's dripping here as well. So I need to put a little flashing here, start it here, and then run it across here, so it hopefully, well, really I don't want it leaking down there either, so I'm gonna have to sort that out. It's leaking off the back of here once it fills up. This carpet's all wet because we need the fridge. This is the main, one of the big, I had a massive Starlink problem this morning. I couldn't get in, couldn't change the password. Finally got on top of that. It took a little bit. It was mainly me that was the issue in that problem. But we've worked out that we can't, we'll just put this here. See, we've got, this has all got wet. We've had a bit of rain, you see. This is my little couch. So the fridge isn't generally, I'm gonna sort that out. So this is the fridge for my car. It does not fit in the door here. So we don't have a double couch. I am gonna just stick it, could possibly stick it down here, and I most probably will, because last night we got some pretty rocky weather and the boat was rocking pretty hard, and I actually, you know, couldn't really sleep because I was like, it was rocking that bad. Like, it was, must have been side on like this, and it was just getting smoked by the waves, not these little peewee waves either. But yeah, and anyway, thing about it, I need to get a little freezer for the boat. Obviously it's going to get a massive look at, like, you know, I need to do some serious when I get home, changing around stuff just because it's just not quite suitable. There needs to be some more spacing under here, or our storage to put petrol and stuff like that, especially when we got 2 motors on here. We're going to go through the gas, but I want to be able to run just 1 motor at a time, because you don't need 2 all the time. You're only going to need 2 when there is going through a bar or something like that. And yes, I will be attempting bar crossings in this boat on the right days, but the steering wheel will go up the front here. There is wiring, and I do have the steering wheel and stuff. It did go to here. It actually is in behind here, but I will run it and I'll have it up here, and I will come up here, well, like in a harbour sense, and I'll just stand here like this, and I'll just have my hand over here, you know, and these windows are all getting changed so that you can actually see out of them, because you can't see out of them at this point. You can see out of these ones, but you can't see out of these ones. So, you know, so you can do it on a rainy day, can just, you know, stare from inside, just sit there and stare. But yeah, so it's all set up to do that. From inside here, there's a steering wheel at home. The chair I take on the new dinghy, if you've ever seen new dinghy, that's the actual chair that goes here, that all sits up about this high. We got a 12-volt chili bin in here, but I might even look at just getting a bigger one of those, but I don't know, and making and sorting it all out. We've got the toilet in here, we've got the inverter, we're running solar here as well. So yes, yeah, back to the freezer. And I don't know about this either. This is semi not suitable. I've got a proper one for this, like it's a 4 burner where you can have 4 elements running. It's obviously a bit bigger than this, so this is perfect for like a day trip, like a day and a night, or 2 nights max for like 2 people, like, you know, 3 days, you know, if you really like can handle each other's company. And you know, you got the queen bed set up here, like this all sets up to a queen bed, and there's, you know, I don't know, you've got all your stuff packed away, and it's not like it is at the moment, but there is actually storage all under here too. Actually there is. So I haven't even looked under there before, so I just answered my own question. I've never even looked under there before, and it is all storage. I did not realise that. What a dope. I thought it went straight down to the into the hull of the ship here. Well, so okay, that's going to answer a lot of bad questions. So what's happening is we've got my dad and my darling Lorna are working together, hopefully not too closely, but close enough, you know. Yeah, they're working together to, my dad's just gone round to my house and is going to be here comes some rain. Here comes the rain again. Let's get a bait out while we're sitting here, eh, talking crap. Should have had one out the whole entire time, eh, while I was talking crap. Haven't had breakfast, had a couple of chocolate Wheatons. But yeah, my dad's coming up, and is going to be bringing me up a 3,000 watt inverter that I have in my car, and That way I'll be able to plug the fridge in and we'll be all hunky-dory and run all the run everything. So that's why we technically could be here for the night. We got to drive, either we got to drive that way back to where we came from, or we drive straight over here. I suppose at least I know where I'm going over here. I'm pretty sure it's closer to there. I'll Google it. I'll Google it and see which is closer, but there's Rere Point over here somewhere. You can't really see it, or I can kind of see it but not really, but I know I came from just straight over there. So Dad's going to be bringing my inverter and my and 10 litres more. Well, I might just get him to bring 20 litres now that I know there's possibly storage in this boat, that I can put all those cans away, and because otherwise I don't want another can of gas. Like, I'm just going to stick it all at the front and obviously tidy this up. I've honestly just got off the phone with him and Lorna and Starlink and every other thing, and haven't had breakfast, haven't had anything. So you know, so it looks like, if I was to be honest, I actually think we've moved. Do I think we've moved? Yes, I do. Have we moved? This boat acts like a huge sail. So yeah, I'm going to get him to bring me 20 litres up now. We've definitely moved. There's no doubt about it, actually. I think we're moving. Definitely. Wonder why that is. I better check. So we're getting dragged. Jeez, eh? Hell, it's on a massive angle there. So that hopefully will stop it. Just a bit more angle on the there we go. Now we're getting spun, now we're grabbed. So whatever's happened there, we were definitely dragging. So, you know, hopefully that doesn't happen at night. I might try and get my dad to bring me up some I wonder if I should try and get that under that little, I should, eh? I will. I shall. Damn it, I don't really want to be this far out. I want to be a bit more in closer to the protection of those hills. So do I really want to pull this up out and put this in here? I think I do. I think I do. So yeah, it's just costing a lot. This trip has cost a lot. Hopefully it'll be all maybe I'll get them to bring me some deep penetrant so I can why that has done that. We can put some cooking oil on there though, and that'll hopefully loosen it up. We'll just chuck that through there like that, and we will put that back through there, hopefully for now like that. And I'll just get some cooking oil on this and unseize this up. I think we really need to go back in though after all that, eh? Let's just get this unseized. And I don't understand why we all of a sudden drifted like that. Whoa, welcome to my mess. Let's just, I can't wait to get all this stuff away. So yeah, we started the live stream, so thank you very, very much. Everybody for watching the videos and subscribing to get me to this point. We are monetized now. What that means, I do not know. I do not know what that means. Well, I know what it means, but I don't know what it means. If that makes sense. I think we're still dragging. I haven't received any money from YouTube yet. I don't know if I'm going to receive any money. I have tried to apply. They give you a test. They, test thing. Well, that's where I'm at. A test amount of it, like $1 into your bank account. But for some weird reason, I haven't got. I haven't had to give them my bank account or that. I do have premium on YouTube, so they already have a bank account. I'm wondering, do they just use that? Is that why they haven't? It's just it hasn't been simple just to get an answer. And then obviously you can't just, that's the thing these days. You can't, and especially with stuff like that, you can't, like our business, like YouTube or anything really, you can't just, well, a lot of things you can still just ring them up and get a answer, and talk over the phone and get some help without having to email and then wait and then get their reply when they finally decide to reply to you or have the time to reply to you. And hey, we got all this technology and it's supposed to make it faster, but it doesn't, and it doesn't make it easier. It does in some aspects. This is just cooking oil, so it'll just degrade in there. It's not motor oil. It's just old cooking oil that is in here from the last trip. I think I don't think we are dragging. Just getting this, trying to get this to come around here. So we might actually just, while we're doing that, put that on. So yeah, please like, subscribe and share. We're going to be out here for 15 days. Or 2 weeks, 1 day, or half a month. Be good if this unseizes. Yeah, so we got other issues at this point too. Other issues, technical issues. I'm not sure that I can use the battery pack to charge the GoPro while videoing, and if I can, it doesn't charge it fast enough to not quite, eh? Yeah, so hopefully I don't want the stream to break. I'm gonna try it and keep the stream rolling 24/7. Again, that's just cooking oil. So thankfully my dad and my lovely lawn are happy to you know, just do as much as they can to help me. I don't know why I thought my 300 inverter, 350 watt inverter was enough. I didn't even think about it one bit. We got a little bit of meat on board. We got, oh, slippery. We got every time I get out of this window, it's a different, I get out of it a different way and struggle. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So just work that in there. Give that a pull down. It should be locked in. Enough for now. And she go falling out, girlfriend. For frick's sake. This is what my morning's been like, but worse. Alright, so that's not going nowhere at this point. Okay. Oh man. So clean up. Clean up would be excellent. Oh, jeepers, clean up time, is it? I think so. I'm just going to take the so we've got hardly any meat on board. We got those sausages, we got a small amount of mince, home kill, and we've got 1 kg or ish of chicken. Hope it's in the oh, we're in, or is that? Oh man, sitting here is just like the luxury. let's grab this phone and have a look. Live chat. Yola! It's camping on the ocean time. It's camping on the ocean time. It's camping on the ocean time. Yahoo! Oh yeah, baby. How you doing, Shag? Let's have a look at the chat. Is there anyone? All right, let's start at the beginning. Yo, Mr. Baldy Head, I love ya. It's working. Cheers, Mustang campers. Yep, we're on. We're out. We got Starlink sorted. We've got my dad bringing up my 3,000 watt inverter tomorrow morning, so the fridge is not plugged in. This fridge doesn't go on the boat. I've just chucked it on here. It actually goes in my car. We've got a 12 volt chili bin in there as well, but this is for the bait, so we've got to get a new freezer. Something around even just a little bit bigger than this would be nice, just for this boat, for freezing and keeping the bait stored for times like these. Last night the boat was rocking pretty hardcore, like I was sleeping right here in that sleeping bag, and it was like I was like I couldn't sleep. It was there was a few times where I was like, I had to get up and got the torch out, and I was like, far out, are we gonna be on the rocks or something? Like, where are we? Like, what's going on? But the fridge never fell off. All right, Mr. Stevie Edwardson, how are you, my brother? Much love, cuz. How are you? Yeah, we've had a bit of a hardcore morning, bro. Good to see you on here. Sorry, nothing exciting. I've just put a bait out. Like, I honestly, at the moment, the last thing I want to do is catch a fish. I've got enough to do at the moment with cleaning up this, clean up the blinking pigsty in here that I've got going down. It's just ridiculous. Dad's coming up to drop off the inverter, as I just said. But yeah, hope you're having a good day. Morning, Mr. Bartle, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. Hope your wife and everything went well with all of that stuff. Yola Zion, how are you, brother? Hope you're having a good day. Starlink, it cost Starlink Mini. Did you see the Starlink Mini? I'll show you my little setup. I'm not sure if you were there or here or nowhere when I showed Baldy Head. So obviously I'm going to wind all this cord up, run it, you know, I'll run it up here somewhere like that. Just push it into these little things here, and maybe even like when I get there, you know, I'm not in a big rush, obviously, not too fussed about it, but I don't want it being in the way. And then I'll just wind up that cord. It's a 15 meter cord. I have got a 3 meter cord as well, for when it's on the bicycles, that on Z and on Red, the four-wheeler. Yeah, so how's that chat looking on that? Oh yeah, that looks alright, eh? Oh yeah. Anyway, so I'll show you my setup. I've just found out that there's storage all under here, as you might expect that there was. I have never looked under those seats. I'm not that kind of guy to you know, suss everything out. But here's the Starlink Mini here. So you want it. Oh, we're getting bites. Of course we are when we're at the back of the boat, front of the boat. Who wants to see me jumping? So yeah, it's good. I want to jump in. I don't know if I'll get back up on this side though. I have to go under the boat. But yeah, anyway, So this is my setup. I need it to be able to pivot like this. It needs to just be able to pivot, and I want to be able to take it down. So I just drilled some holes. It just comes with this mount. You can't get mounts in New Zealand. It is so difficult without ordering them, waiting for however long and whatever else. So I drilled these two holes here, this hole, that hole there, and that hole there, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I was originally going to screw it in to a point, but I wanted to be able to make it pivot, you know, so I could change the angle. Like say I was in close to the shore over here, wherever we are, and the boat's facing backwards that way, and the dish is facing backwards that way. I wanted to be able to quickly pivot around and it faced this way. So that's why I went with that idea. The screw wasn't working, just because it was, there was issues with the screw. Well, it wasn't really, it was more the hole size that I drilled. A screw would work with this, and then I thought and I was like, well, what can I do? So I came up with the nail thought. The nail head here, it only just fits through that hole that I was going to put 2 in, but then obviously you can't pivot. So I came up with, I'll use the nail, and I'll use the height of the nail here as the restriction, and also it just goes over the top of that straight down. Like, you don't have to angle, I can just pull it up straight up and down, and this Starlink Mini comes off. But yeah, and it works perfect. So for the wind would have to be super high to lift this up, and it would struggle to get off the top of this top of the nail anyway, through this hole, especially at the wrong angle. But I just chucked a little cable tie down the bottom here just to stop it. I've actually put another cable tie. I only need one of them on there, just at the top here, or at the bottom, just so it slides up and it can't go over that over the top of that nail there. But I've just got one through this other hole here that's originally on the Starlink, and then I've just put a third one. But I've actually got some big cable ties in here somewhere. They're massive, so I'll stick a massive one at the top, and it ain't going nowhere. And then I can just do that anytime I like. And then when it's time to get back to the shore and we put it back on the trailer, I'll just take that straight off the roof. Like, I'll just cut those cable ties with some side cutters and lift it straight off, put it inside, and don't need to worry about it when you're traveling. So it's not fixed mounted, and it is also going on my boats, on all my boats if I want to, on my bikes, like the four-wheeler, the YZ250, and any other motorbikes or, you know, stuff we get. So yeah, there's the Starlink Mini. It costs $650, 650 bucks initially for just this and the cord, and they give you some kind of wall mount too, and that's it. And then the package I got was the unlimited roam package. So it cost me $220 a month for that. And yeah, so all up, straight off the bat, first month is 800 and seagull up there. Yeah, so it cost me what, so $650, and then so $870 straight off that, and it's $220 a month. But the thing about Starlink Mini is, when this month period is up, or I can do it today, I can pause my account. So what that means, I will clean up in here. I just lifted this up briefly and realized that there's storage all under here. Otherwise I was gonna, you know, try and make as minimal mess as I could and put it in a small corner. But it looks like there's storage under here. I thought it went straight down into the hole. I had a look for the first time, it doesn't. And I will put all the stuff away when I'm ready though, and I'm not ready yet. Bit of water off the thing. Oh yeah, we're answering questions, eh? So yeah, so 820. But the thing about Starlink Mini is today I was still in, like, I've just got the unlimited, so it might be my 3rd day now. I've only just started using it today, but I've had it for about 3 days, the package. Oh, not the package, the plan. And I initially got the 50 gigs, and which was $90 a month. But then I realised when I went in, because I couldn't get it to link up, I went in back into Noel Leeming. Noel Leeming, Hamilton, the base, that shop, those guys there are just the best, and the girls there are just the best. I've dealt with them over a few things, including the GoPro 13 I've got on my head, and I originally got a GoPro Hero, I think it was called. Found out it wasn't what I want, took it back. They took it back, no questions asked. I ripped the package open like I'm that guy. If I can't open it in 1 second, I just rip the thing open, and I did, and it was just destroyed, and they just took it, swapped it, and gave me a GoPro 13. With the Starlink Mini, they just helped me out, so they got me registered up. It cost I was on the originally $90 plan. That was what we did while I was standing there with the guy, and then he goes to me, you're going to see for 15 days, right? Live streaming, eh? And I was like, yeah. He goes, you're going to use that 50 gigs quick. I was like, I thought I'd most through it with the 50 gigs. He goes, 1 second. Calculated it out. He goes, you're going to go through about 50 gigs in 1 day if you're going to live stream 24/7. And I was like, and I'd already just purchased a package of $90. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll change it when I got home. Realised, oh no, I've just thrown away $90, but I then went back on the app, changed the plan to the 90. Look at this, man. And woman's, look at this, woman's a man. Oh man, I just can't get enough, eh? Yeah. So it's, hey, and but yeah, yeah, so then went on, and I was saying to my darling Lorna, oh no, I just wasted $90, and oh, can I borrow some money, baby, please? And she was like, oh geez, how much do you need to bloody borrow this time? You just borrowed $40 million yesterday. And I was like, well, I know, I'm so sorry, baby. Now get in the bloody room. And a night for, and not to go to your room like she's been naughty. Well, she had been naughty, but anyway, if you know what I mean. But anyway, yeah. So rang back up. Oh no, went on the app, changed the plan, tried to send them a message saying, look, I've just purchased the $90 plan. I haven't even turned it on. I've realised I've ordered the wrong one, blah, blah, blah. Went through that rigmarole of trying to message them, like not knowing what I'm doing, and then changed the plan and just thought if I lose, like they can just see it, if I'll argue the point in a month whenever I just need the new plan. Went on and it cost me $128, so they just straight away chucked that 90 towards the 120, whatever I spent, and put me on the unlimited plan. But then, also with the Wi-Fi Mini, I can pause it. So my pay period was 3 days ago, I've got a month. If I pause it today, I've got a month. But anyway, when I get to whenever I want, I can pause, and it's going to cost me $5 a week. Oh no, sorry, $5 a month. And I'm going to still have internet and I will be able to watch YouTube, video call, make texts, make phone calls, whatever I need to do with internet anywhere in the world just about for $5 a month, with as long as I got the Starlink router and dish there with me. So I can stop the plan anytime I like, pause it. So I might use it 3 months over the year, during summer, going out camping, going out whatever. I have the $220 plan or the 50 gig plan, whatever, and then get to the 3 months and decide, oh, it's winter now, I'm not going camping, pause. But now I just set it up in my car or whatever, and wherever I go, I've got internet access where I can watch YouTube, blah blah blah, and it costs me $5 a month. And at any minute I can then go, well, actually now I need high-speed internet, restart my plan, and it starts that whatever plan I choose at that time for the next month, and then I can push pause again. So it's not like I have to pay $220 every month. I can today go, well, I'm most probably not going to be going camping or going on any trips anytime soon, and it's not really, I don't really need to worry about that because I got unlimited data on my phone. But you know, I don't, you know, obviously there's reception problems. I'm going to be going where there's heaps of reception. I don't need the Starlink Mini, pause. I don't want to get a $220 bill for the month, pause. I've got a $5 bill, and now I can still take it with me on the camping trip. Anytime I get into a place where there's no thing, I finally decide, oh, I'm actually going to try and stream, boom, you know, and boom. So that's the Starlink Mini for yars. Good morning, Annabelle Lee. How are you, young lady? I hope you are good. I hope you are having a lovely day. Does the fridge fit through the front door, bro? No, it doesn't. I've it's about 30 mil off, and thank you, Mr. Steve, and it's actually square of that doesn't fit. It's not going in there, and that's okay, it's staying here. I've never actually sat on the side anyways, really. I just sit to the one side, and it's the motor side really anyways. I just, you know, put my feet up like that. Got a bit of oil or something on my foot, and just, you know, chill here. But it would be good to have that one. That one's for my darling Lawn, that side, or she can have the side, whatever. There is going to be another motor there and another motor there. So my brother Steve, I've got a 30 Johnson if you want, has remotes, long shaft. Nah, thank you very much. I was originally Mustang campers. I was originally gonna go for a bigger motor and things. I've got bigger motors at home. I much appreciate it. I'm gonna get two 15 horse long shafts. To be honest, the boat doesn't need two. It only needs one long shaft, and it will just motor along. It turns fine, it does everything fine with just one. It's way less gas. The only reason I'm going to have two, and I might even just put one on is for when I'm wanting to go through bars and stuff like that, at like Whakatane there, Thornton. If I want to go out to Whale Island in the boat, I want to be able to get back in the bar and get out of the bar. So, but thank you. No, I'm just going to stick with the 215s, and Yola. Have we? No, we ain't drifted. Oh, that's good to hear, Mr. Bartle. Love it. Hey bro, you're doing it though, and I'm working while watching. It's too bad you're not here, bro, Steve. Oh yeah, you know, another day, my brother. You can come out anytime you like. Well, yeah, if you know what I mean. Of course. Yeah, hope you're having a good day, bro. Sup, brother? Caught 3 snapper off the rocks this morning. Your clips in the dark were crazy funny, as if as always. Haha. Oh, good work, man. Off the rocks, eh? Were they good size or what? I'm not after any fish today. I am. I'd like to have fish for lunch. I've got sausages I need to eat. I could put them in the, I suppose they are thawed out now. I could stick them in the beautiful home kill sausages. Stick them in the chili bin. And at the end of the day, we'll have the 3000 inverter here tomorrow, and the fridge will be going, and I can chuck them in. This is packed with bait. Yeah, so I think I even have bait in the bottom of it. I hope not. Anyway, I'll just wipe it out. I've got some alcohol wipes here. Yeah, it was a bit of a mission, eh, getting here. Jeez, oh, I'm gonna put some nice nasty lights on the front, so we got headlights for the next time. No more mucking around with this boat. That's what I say today. Tomorrow might be a different story though. Get back. I'm getting back to in 15 days time or so. It could be longer. It's not going to be shorter. It could be longer, unless something really drastically goes wrong. Then yeah, it will be shorter, but hopefully it won't be shorter. It will be longer, if anything. But I'll get home. I'm going to be not shaving the whole entire time I'm out here. The showering is going to be a little bit restricted. I stuck the solar shower up here this morning, and it hung off here just fine. It's leaking. I've got it sitting down in the salt water. It smelt like rubber. It says to wash it out with some baking soap. Of course, soda, powder, whatever. Oh, we're getting low in the water though, so it's definitely leaking quite a bit. Oh well, screw it. I did have a little semi shower this morning with it, but yeah, so point of the story is it did work off that, and that'll just be fine for me. But yeah, so we'll get home and we will shower, shave, give the wife a little pickle and a tickle, and then and then off to Portakey, man. Hitting those rivers. We're going to be hitting some rivers on the four-wheeler, or the four-wheel drive's all fixed. That's going to really annoy me. I might take it out and try it in a river in Hamilton first or somewhere for the four-wheel drive to make sure it's all going to work. They don't have lock diff. It's slip, limited slip. I'm not that impressed with it, and I want lock diff, so I might end up with another four-wheeler. Instead, I've already looked at one. I need to have it. I have to have it. I need to have lock diff to be able to get out of the side of the, like if I get in a position where there's a bank to get out of the river or a massive steep thing, I need to be able to get out of there, not because otherwise you got the loaded wheel, one wheel off the ground, it's just going to spin that wheel that's off the ground. On the four-wheeler that we've got at the moment, it's not going to spin that one, so it has to be, and it's just going to go like that. I want lock diff in the front, lock at the back, so we can do our best to get out of any sticky situations. So we're going straight to Portakey when we get back. Most probably be a week down there. Well, I don't know about a whole week. It might be a little bit shorter than that, but it will be a couple of days at least. It might should be 3 to 5 days down there, and I will look at a job while I'm there, and then I will be home back to Hamilton. So I might even do the job while I'm there. I don't know yet. I'm sort of talking with the guy, but it's hard to go from videos and pics of the tree. He's like, oh, there's a power line right there and blah blah blah, and it's like, well, if there's, you know, there's a fence quite close, and there is, you know, there's you know, if it, I can't really give him a price. I can give him an approximate price. I can't give him a definite price because off the phone, because when I get there, like if it's going to take me a lot longer, I'm not going to do it for the price, you know what I mean? It just, anyway. And he asked if I chip all the stuff, and I said yep, but if I take a chipper down towards Whakatane, then I can't take a boat, I can't take a four-wheeler. It changes the whole entire trip, and now I'm there for work, and now the price is going right up. But if it's there for me to go on a working holiday, I'm more for, like, I'll just do it as so it pays for the gas and stuff, you know, like, and make a little bit rather than make a lot, you know. So got to sort that out. But anyway, and then we'll be back to Hamilton, and I want to go and do one more video after that. I've got a planned video that I want to do, and then I will be at work. Yes, work is way behind. There's orders, firewood, and stuff to do as well, along with trees. So all right, Moon Brothers, it's sinking time, it's sinking time. It's not sinking, bro. We got two electric bilge pumps in here. There's one under there, there's one under here. There's a massive I don't know how big that one is. It might be 220 amp hour battery in there. There's a 220 amp hour battery in here. We got solar for charging. There, it's just automatic sensed bilge pump, so anytime it gets sensed, water will just pop out of here on either side. Hopefully will be no sinking. When I got the boat ready in the last couple of days, I had to jack the front up. I had both bungs out, and also rain, I didn't think about it, was coming in and blowing in here, this hole here, and then down the side of these seats here, and then creeping into the hull. So when I went to lift it up, because I hadn't moved the boat in months since the last trip, it was full of water, and I didn't realize, so I had to jack the front up, and then as soon as the water went back, it was coming out of here for ages. It was full, but in that whole entire few months, not one leak was on the ground, on the concrete at my house, and I would have noticed it, because I just noticed these things. I'm an ex-mechanic, so you know, I just noticed that sort of stuff, and there wasn't one leak. The boat does not leak. Very rarely does it leak, or that bilge pump go, and generally it's from me doing something in here where the water's got in there, so it doesn't leak. Hopefully no sinking. Mr. and Mrs. Dana, hi from Jersey Channel Islands. Good luck with the fishing. Cheers. Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Dana, much appreciated. Yes, the fishing is we got a rod out. We're not fussed at this point. We got some free range sausages there. The house is a complete sty, so I need to clean up and put everything away before I'm really worrying about doing any major fishing and catching. I'm just doing a little bit of a talk at the moment, like I like to do. Well, it's not that I like to, but it's been a real hectic morning. We've had problem after problem, and hopefully we're on top of that. We've got a 3,000 watt inverter coming for the fridge. We've got a 350 inverter in there. Why I didn't think about it properly, I do not know. I did think about it. I thought for some stupid reason I did not really think about everything, and I think the fridge, I'm not exactly sure how many watts it is. It wouldn't be a lot, but I think that initial startup is spiking the 350 watt inverter. It could be anywhere up to 700, I don't know. So thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Diner. I hope you have a great day. Ryan, laugh Moon. Moon Brothers, yeah. Hope not, yeah. The thing with the bag showers is the handle bit ends up stretching and ripping eventually. Yes, that is true, but you can buy another one for $7.49. And I will have an inverter here, I mean a Califont, and a you know, like it just I don't know, I had hoped to check the solar shower out before I go. I was like, oh, have a quick shower downstairs and try it out, how much water I use, so I know how much water I need to take to have a shower every second day or whatever. I never did it. I've got 30 litres in there for showering. Now, I thought I had 45 litres, but it's leaking out. What can I do? I really don't honestly care too much if I jump in here, have a quick little dip, and then get out here, rinse off with the solar shower so I'm not covered in salt on my face and stuff, and then boom, done. But I do want to, but thanks for that. I will keep that in mind. And I forgot the actual little, they got a little string on there. I've forgotten that too. Maybe I should actually ask my dad if he could pick that up from the house. But it did just hook on there with what it's got just fine. And there's only, you know, I'm not, should be right there. Phantom Cat Stealth Camper, could see you doing some trips out in summer. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, I tell you what, mate. It's summer now. You're so correct. It's just going to be nuts. That's why I want to have the 2 motors on here, and we got to get the steering sorted out. But I tell you what, when I launched last night directly over here, I never went live because the wind was blowing northerly, and the launching bay with this like this and not being able to see at all because it was night, and just because you could hardly see, like you're going like this, and I had a little torch going like this, and which was doing just about nothing. I could hardly, like, it was a little bit tense. That's why I didn't live stream it, just because it's like when I'm in a tree, I want to take video of it and put the drone up, and I want to take the camera up there, and I'm over somebody's house and, you know, asking their property, just mucking around. I tend not to do it when it's really serious. I sort of try to focus and keep, you know, I'm going to try and stop that, because it was pretty hardcore, because the boat kept getting blown in, and I dragged it back out like to the end of the dock and start the motor up. The motor was revving out for some reason, wouldn't idle, like even though it was on idle, it was revving high. Like I was like, oh my gosh. And then like it wouldn't go against the wind reverse because it was jammed in against the dock, and it was pretty, like it's quite tight down there, and if you had to be launching with other people around during the day, you'd hold up. Well, you know, it was interesting at night. So point of the story is yes, summer, bring it on. This is going to be my, I haven't really camped out on the ocean much in my life. I think we'll just quickly put that window shut before it goes slamming and cutting this cord or something like that. We'll just shut that and like that, and we'll just put that like that. Boom. Our stream here still running. How much battery got? We should really plug that in. I just want to keep that running because I lose it on the phone and then I can't find it, and then I think that it's not streaming. Oh, come on. Yes, I need to plug that in actually. So I want that running so I know that I'm going to clean this up. I'm just having a moment catching up with all of you folk, and just having a moment's break. Going live, can't just go straight into cleaning. We'll just run that up here for now. What have we got here that doesn't need to charge? That does not need to charge, and that's not charging at the moment either. We'll just go with that. It's going to be so much nicer in here later on today when it is nice and clean. Yeah, so we got Dad bringing some more 2-stroke oil too. I suppose I could just get him to put the oil in for me, and boom, that's charging. So now we got live stream there for me to check if it comes out on my phone. Lose it on the phone. Alright, so back to my big story, eh? Where was I? Oh. Yeah, so I've never actually been out on the ocean and stayed out on the ocean. So what I am, I've been out, stayed on the ocean 5 nights, and I went out on this boat, stayed for 5 nights. This is going to be 15 nights and days at least, and it's going to be hard. It's pretty hardcore to go and stay out on the ocean for 15 days a night when you practically have never ever stayed out on the ocean in your life. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the 30-dayer. Oh man, and who knows, summer out at sea, 3 months, I don't know, winter out at sea, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, summer's going to be ripping up. Mr. Phantom Cat Stealth Camper, is he even reading comments? Yes, I am reading comments, Ryan, thank you very much. Do you want to hire a wood chipper down there, mate? Yeah, I thought of that too. I did think of that, my friend. They do have a couple of hires down there that I've thought about. I can definitely do that. But then the price is obviously going to go on to him, you know, so I don't know. I'd rather just, yeah, I'll definitely hire one down there. That's the case, because after towing my one down there, it's just an issue. My one's actually over those hills at a job that hello, if you're watching, Terry and Pip, I hope you are. I'm so sorry, I am coming back. Please look after the chipper. I'm sorry, if you want it off the property, let me know. And you know, yeah, so it's just over that hill at a job. I've actually forgot about that. On the house. Okay, sounds good to me. I seen a guy out there kayak fishing. I wonder if it was you, right up the one of those side stashes up there about a month ago-ish. I asked you if you were okay, if it was you, and you said yes, even though it was quite windy. Mustang Canvas. From your other video last night, it's a day skipper course or boat master's course from Coast Guard. Yeah, I'm more talking about the like being is it harbour master or something like that, 3 years. I'm not too exactly sure on what it is and all that. So nah, much appreciated, mate, thank you. At night, and then smack my fish up. Mean brother, good to see you there. Get the dogs. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna try and smash some big fish. I've brought some fillet bags so I can chuck it in the freezer as it slowly empties with bait. We've got the chili bin so I can keep it pretty chilled. It's only going to last 5 days max in the fridge being chilled, I would assume. So I don't I haven't got much meat here, so I want to be able to eat the fish I catch as much as I can to keep me to be able to be fishing. Because last time when I went out on the 5 days, I just, you know, both bins would pretty much fill, and you know, it was yeah, so I'll most probably fill it as I catch a little bit, and yeah, and then eat. But let's smash some big dogs. So if I catch something too big, I will put it back most probably. Let's hope we catch some anyways. I suppose it doesn't hurt if we put them back. So yeah, let's get some. I will focus on doing some fishing. Just doing a big old turn here. Don't look like that harvester's still out there. There's a harvester straight out this way. Here comes the rain, which is going to wreck things. So if it is going to start to rain, I'm going to go in because it's been dripping right here straight down on these cushions. So my answer for that is I don't know what to do about it while I'm out here at all. I don't know why it's doing it. Wasn't doing it before. What I might try and do is tie this string, which is the clothesline, down is all I can think, and it was dripping down and going on that and then running down. Is the only thing I can actually think of. But then it's, for some reason, it's coming off the back of there too and going right here. So it actually doesn't make sense because it was not doing it before. So I'm going to actually hope that there's not too much rain because it's going to really be annoying. I can still sit out here with no cushion, I suppose, but then you just got dripping on you, well, dripping and splashing on you, so it's not the best of things. Yeah, gonna head to the farms, gonna head across to the other side. Gonna go up, have a look at Shelley's Bay, all that sort of stuff. See where we get blowing. Yeah, we're gonna be all over the show. On that, when that westerly wind picks up again, I'll most probably just I should see if the old man can bring me up a Kawai lure actually. I'll see if I can put some soft baits in. I thought I did. And then once the westerly wind picks up, I'll just unanchor and just get blowing straight across to the other side. And then under light, we might even have light engine help, just, you know, so it can save some gas. I've only got 60 litres on board. By tomorrow it looks like I'll have 80. So, well, yeah. So we should be all right. Yeah, so we're just gonna, like, I'm living out here for 15 days, ladies and gentlemen, so it's not all gonna be fishing, it's not all gonna be talking, it's not all gonna be sitting, it's gonna be cooking, cleaning, battling, most probably have some bad points, some low points, some high points. Who knows? Let's hope there's not too many low and high, low and bad points. Yeah. Please like and share and all that, and subscribe. But yeah, I think I might go in a minute and try and I might check this bait, go in a minute and tidy up this mess. I did hope to I had a little vacuum cleaner, just a little handheld one, and it went missing. Well, it didn't go missing, I know where it's gone. My lovely darling took it back to her house and without telling me, so I was going to bring that so we could you know, do a little vacuum and stuff like that too. So I don't have a vacuum cleaner on board anymore, which is a bit of a pity. but oh well, can't win it all. But yeah, I'm gonna be out here enjoying this as well. Try straight out in front of the gas station, pretty good there most days. Thanks, Smack My Fish Up. Yeah, that was my other thought. If I do go over to the other side there, are you talking about Tapu or Tapu? Yeah, I'm gonna roll over there. If I do roll over there, I'll anchor the boat and jump off, go and fill up the cans full of gas. So we can, like, obviously 15 days, it's gonna, you know, the gas is gonna get used. Are you talking about Tapu? Yeah. Looks like the stream's pretty. Is the stream pretty? Has there been any nah, Kiowa? Oh yeah. Yeah. Did you say that the other day, eh? 300 meters out. Yeah, I've seen boats parked out there. The last time I was out on this, and I was thinking, huh, that's weird. They're all parked just right there. But yeah, I kind of know where you're talking about, just straight out from the little river there. Yeah, I don't know if I'll go out to those. I won't go to those mussel farms. I'll go to these ones that are just straight out here. There's some straight out here, not too far. I'm not sure about if I go down that Kiowa way. Yeah, I wasn't planning to go the Kiowa way too much south. It's just a little bit too far, and it's just a little bit too, I don't know, like, I'm hoping to hang around over here, head across over here, and yeah, I sort of know that, well, no, but you know, I know the Kiowa side quite well, so yeah, I most probably won't go that way. Stream's good, awesome, thank you. Yeah, I might get another bait on anyway, or check this bait. Have a little bit of a clean up. I might even check the weather and just what way the wind's looking to be, because I tell you what, the wind changes 4 times in 10 minutes around here, you know, like, so what I like about this bay at the moment, and just because I am going to be going back over there tomorrow, or to Orere Point, Orere, to grab the inverter, I want to sort of stay in the area and just to conserve gas. But we might check, and what I was going to say is this little area here, we got this sort of bit of west wind protection, we got the north wind protection from there, and we're going a bit closer, and we sort of got technically a little bit of east wind, but obviously we're sort of away from that at this point here. We're right in it really, but there's actually a little point just around there. I think that's where I was looking to go last night, actually, was in that point. Just, I'm in the next point. I'm actually, am I right round the front? I am. I'm around the front. So this is not the bay I was actually wanting to be in. It's that bay just right there. I wondered why. Yeah, nah, I'm in the wrong spot. So we will lift up, anchor, clean up the house, clean up the boat, maybe have see how I'm a little bit hungry, and then we might go just around this corner here and in there. Exactly what we're gonna do. We might even do it right bloody now. Let's do it now, eh? Mucking around, huh? I don't bloody muck around. Mucking a bloody round, I bloody know. What side are you on? I am on the side of I'm on the Kiowa side, but I'm up by Kawakawa Bay ish. Kawakawa Bay is straight out here. Let's get this in and let's move around that corner. I wondered why I was getting smacked from the side last night. Looks like we got no bait. No bait at all. That'll be why, but oh well. Oh well, the anchor's holding quite well. If that's the case, I didn't realise we were right around the front here. It's holding. That barge is definitely what you call that? I think the barge is definitely harvesting. I can hear it. Or it might be something that's in here. Damn it. I should really get Dad to bring me up another one of these pins, eh, so I don't have to keep mucking around trying to I think I've got a couple in my truck actually. Alright. Wonder if I'm going to be able to... Nah, I suppose I should be able to, possibly. Alright, so Jeeps Leroy effing Murray. Lift that up there. Another light. I need to get those on charge too actually for tonight. Alright. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Hopefully it's not. Here we go. That's what's good here. Oh, is it's not too deep. I was hopefully gonna sneak the chain up over that, right, be able to reach it, but I can't. Oh well. slippery. My leg's still not quite healed from falling off the motorbike. Oh, geez, that's heavy. Wow. Come here. That'll do for now. Give this a bit of a shut. Oh yeah, baby. How you doing? I might even take these earphones off. All right, and we might plug in